Welcome to video number 3, where we're going to look at the 25 mark essay in a bit more detail. It's going to be a short video, this. Year 2s, you're really going to be working heavily on 25 markers this year. Year 1s, we will introduce it as the year goes on. You can't avoid the 25 markers, people. They have to be done. Certainly for paper 3, you've got to do 2 of them, which will be fun for you, I'm sure. With regards to the 25 marker, really you want a 5-paragraph structure, okay? You want, and if you follow my cursor, 2 knowledge application analysis, 2 KAA points. That's going to get you up to 16 marks. You want 2 evaluative paragraphs. That's going to get you up to 9 marks with a conclusion. So 2 KAA, 2 eval, 1 paragraph of conclusion. That's your 5-paragraph structure, okay? How do we start things off? We go point 1, you need to signpost your key point. If you don't know what I mean by signpost or flagging up the main premise, go back to video 1, which looks at chains of reasoning. You're then going to show application. I'll come back to application at the end of this video. You're then going to discuss your main concept, your main chains of reasoning, and you're going to whack in a diagram. You can then evaluate point 1, and I discussed this on the previous structure video on video 2. So if you want to go analysis, evaluation, so paragraph 2 in this case is going to be an evaluation of your first point. You're going to relate to your earlier point, reread the title before you do it, and obviously then you're going to provide your 4 chains of reasoning in context with evidence. Take your second point, you're going to signpost it, use your application, then your 4 chains of reasoning, plus whack in another diagram, evaluation the same, relate to your earlier point, read the title, show your context, give evidence. You're then going to conclude with your own value judgment. The conclusion has to be weighty, and think about your context. Think about the examiner's advice on video number 2. Different perceptions of the same thing. If we bring in more machines, firms will like it, whereas whereas workers will not like it. Okay, that's all you need to know, ladies and gentlemen. There's your 25 marker. When you're writing your 25 marker, this is how you should be self-assessing. This is how you should be questioning yourself when you look at your 25 marker. These AO 1, 2, 3, and 4 your teachers might have used in school. I used to use this kind of in 2009. I don't think I've said AO 1, 2, 3, and 4 for a long time. I use knowledge application analysis and evaluation. So on your 25 marker, you can almost take this as a tick sheet, okay? Throughout your essay, have you shown an understanding of the question? If you have, tick. Have you used economic terminology? It doesn't say define economic terminology. It's not saying that for everything you use, you must be defining. But have you used it? Does your essay have a real economic flow rather than just very generic economics like you and I could chat about while doing whatever? Is there the clear structure and paragraphing? Well, after watching video 2, I would hope so. For application, have you quoted numerical data? Have you also stated the time period? Have you thought about peaks, troughs, changes, and timings? Year 2s, I would hope, will know what I mean by that. Peak, top point, trough, bottom point, changes between the peak and the trough, and how long that change took. Year 1s, I'll be doing that with you certainly in the next few weeks. Have you provided evidence from the extract? And this is the bit that you're going to hate, for the 25 marker, use of your own examples. The 25 marker is a university style question. There is no evidence attached to it. I've said this to my year 2s countless times. Year 1, welcome to the pain of 25 markers. You need to know things about the economy, about the global economy. You need some of your own examples, and we'll work heavily on that this year to get you those examples. For my year 1s at the moment, you know, what have we done so far? You've done homework for me on immigration, and you're doing homework for me on banning private schools. You know, there's nothing stopping you in an essay, a 25 marker, later on in the year, going back to those examples. It's all useful stuff. Examiners just want to know that you know things about the economy. When you draw diagrams, make sure they're correctly labeled and annotated, as I have discussed in video number 1. Now, your analysis, the key thing, if you're using diagrams to support your analysis, you've explained these diagrams. You haven't just drawn it in, dumped it, and left it. The chains of reasoning need to be there, and there has to be a link back to the question. And when you are evaluating, you need to be chaining up counter analysis, those 4 chains, again, using evidence to support alternative views, but querying and questioning the evidence yourself. and you need to be making clear and well supported judgments. If there's one takeaway from this video, ladies and gentlemen, it is that for the 25 marker, there is no evidence. You need to know things. I will see you on video 4 to go through some questions.